today everybody is talking about how Charles Oakley almost had to choke a bitch. How Charles Oakley almost had to choke a Mickey Vicky. That's right. Let me give you the backdrop of this story, man, before I give you some choice opinions on this. Former Knicks great Charles Oakley was arrested and charged with 3 counts of assault following an altercation in the stands near team owner James Dolan at Madison Square Garden on Wednesday night. A police source told ESPN that Oakley had purchased a seat a few rows behind Dolan and was making comments at the Knicks owner, who eventually had security escort him from the arena. Wait a minute. The man bought his ticket. I already smell a rat. The man bought his ticket. He can speak. He can be critical of anybody he wants to. It's his damn ticket. He paid a lot of money for that damn ticket. Here's a quote. He says, "I was there for 4 minutes," Oakley told the New York Daily News, moments after being released from Midtown South Precinct shortly past midnight Eastern Time. "I didn't say anything to him. I swear on my mother. When a man swears on his mother, believe him." They came over and wanted to know why I was sitting there. I bought the ticket. I said, "Why you guys keep starting with me?" Then they asked me to leave. And I said, "I'm not leaving. I bought the damn ticket." I added that in just now. Oakley made similar comments in an interview posted on Instagram account of a New York restaurant early Friday morning. He says, quote, "I'm a Knicks fan. I played here for 10 years. I love the Knicks. I love New York," he said. "I wish him all the luck and success on the basketball court. I don't know why I'm not welcome in the Garden." All right. So a couple of things I need to say first before I even get into the nuts and bolts of what I think about this. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. You can also call the show. I don't know if I mentioned this. You can also call the show at 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. So I watched this game live while it was happening last night. And the air about this whole incident, man, really kind of felt like the brawl at the Palace at Auburn Hills between the Pistons and the Pacers back in the day. That's the first thing that kind of came to my mind. But in watching this, and watching this whole thing transpire, and you saw, Nick, that like the camera people did an excellent job. Like, they were on this thing real quick. So you saw it at the onset where it was about to go down. And you saw Charles Oakley stand up, and you see one guy, and he's having heated conversation, and then there's more guys. That's what they always do. The police always call backup. They always call backup. I mean, it's one man. Why you got to have 15, 11 cops there? Well, anyway, so they're talking and they're going back and forth. And I swear before God, I'm sitting on the edge of my seat. The wife's on the sofa right next to me. And I swear before God, I was standing up. I stood up and I held my hands up. And I was just waiting. I was waiting for Charles Oakley to backhand slap the shit out of somebody. I was waiting for him to backhand slap somebody because Charles Oakley has that reputation. Charles Oakley, ask Chucky Brown, ask a lot of NBA players, has backhand slapped the shit out of a lot of people in his life. So I was waiting on it, and I was hoping that he would do it, that I would get to witness Charles Oakley backhand slap somebody. And he didn't do it, but he like power mushed the guy in the head, and he pushed a couple of guys. And I've read a couple of stories today where they're saying that the charges against him are like assault or whatever, and that he punched a couple of people. He didn't punch anybody. Everybody saw that. The man didn't punch anybody. Now, he pushed a couple of dudes hard. He did power mush a guy on the top of his head. He did do that. There's probably some blame to go both ways. I tend to believe Charles Oakley because the New York Knicks are a dysfunctional organization. Like, why would Charles Oakley come out in public? He's not crazy. He's not like Donald Trump or anything like that. He got good sense. Why would Charles Oakley come out there and berate James Dolan, the owner of the New York Knicks, knowing that he would get thrown out? You know, he says that he didn't do it. I saw a couple of little stories this morning saying that he said nothing out of the way of a disgruntled fan, which there are a lot of disgruntled fans in Madison Square Garden because the Knicks absolutely suck. They suck. So what's the problem? What's the problem? That was so unnecessary. And here's a question that I ask, and I haven't heard a lot of people really even talk about this. Why is Charles Oakley, NBA legend, Madison Square Garden, New York Knicks legend, 10 years for the New York Knicks, I believe they said the number was. Why is Charles Oakley buying a ticket to a Knicks game? Very disrespectful. And everything that the New York Knicks get, they got it coming to them. The fact that they are just a train wreck of an organization right now. The fact that the GM, and talking about Phil Jackson, the fact that Phil Jackson is getting this big-ass paycheck from the Knicks and he ain't doing a damn thing. He always talk about he in New York supporting the team and he being in El Segundo. Phil don't even be in New York. Phil don't even be in New York. Phil be in El Segundo, man, or Chino Hills or something like that. The fact that your team sucks, you brought in all of these free agents and you ain't do a damn thing, and now add on top of this, one of your legends in relative terms. You know, Charles Oakley was an enforcer for Patrick Ewing where they had a couple of decent years. Nothing like the Lakers or anything like that. But in relative terms, Charles Oakley's one of your legends. And this is how you treat him? You embarrass Charles Oakley on national TV? I bet your Laker greats don't have to pay for no damn tickets. I bet you Kareem don't have to pay for no damn tickets to see the Lakers play. I bet Sadeo Threat don't pay for no tickets to see the Lakers play. What the flock? So I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to sum it up like this, man. You know I'm a New York Knicks hater. For good reason. They get all of this love and, you know, the mecca of basketball, New York City. They ain't won a championship in 40 years. So let me just say this. Last night, it was very unfortunate. It was very tension-filled. But last night, what Charles Oakley did was brought great joy to me and basketball fans all over the world.